Hi everyone, Happy New Year to you. I pray that this year will be fruitful. It will be a year of abundant blessing for you and your entire family. It has been a while we come on board. Sorry for the break in transmission. And we pray that the Lord will help us to continue as we have started again. So I welcome you to Olateju service on the godly homes. Today we want to look at resentment in marriage. Resentment is a negative emotional feelings against somebody. Could be negative emotional feeling against your spouse, your in-laws, your children, your friends, your colleagues in the office, or your church members. But today we want to look at resentment, that negative emotional feeling against your spouse. And many things can cause resentment. And what are these causes of resentment?
Causes of resentment have its root cause in unresolved conflict. An unresolved conflict when husband and wife have misunderstanding and they refuse to sit down and talk about it can lead to resentment. That's an unresolved conflict. And when you have expectation and the expectation is not met, then it can also lead to resentment. So unmet expectation is also one of the causes. And what do we mean by unmet expectation? Husband and wife have their expectation, what they want in marriage. But for instance, the women always love their husband to be supportive in all ramifications. When they have a lot of work, when work is overwhelming, they need. And the Bible also said that we should be helpmates. So they needed their husbands to help them to do one or two things. Maybe he's cooking in the kitchen, the child is crying,
The
laundry, he has laundry that is in the machine that is working. So she running in between these three tasks. And the husband is sitting down pressing computer or reading newspaper or watching football on television. This can lead to resentment. This is an unexpected, this is unmet expectation.
And maybe they don't have somebody that is helping them.
Maybe
they are newly married and nobody is helping them. So the wife will might feel disappointed and it can lead to
resentment in marriage. Likewise, financial support too. The husband may be expecting the wife to be supportive financially, and the wife can also be expecting the man to be supportive financially, especially when it comes to the issue of in-laws relationship. Both of them have a responsibility towards their parents and their siblings. So, and if one hand is the one that is bringing all the money, then that will be problem. That can lead to resentment in marriage. Then when you feel betrayed, betrayal cannot only be when there is infidelity in marriage. The betrayals also can be caused when a man said is doing a surprise or a woman also is being surprised trying to build a house somewhere without letting each other knows about it. And you said you want to do a surprise. Building a house is not one day job. It's something that is a long-term project. So don't take that as a surprise. It's an expensive joke when you do that. It can lead to resentment because the other one will feel you have betrayed him or her. So that is in that regard. Also, betrayal can also come in terms of finances. When both of you are keeping money together in one account
for a project.
and for a project or for a purpose, then one party now went into it, spend the money without letting the other party know about it. Then when they get to know, then that he may be disappointed,
Yes,
and that's a
you'll be
betrayal.
disappointed.
He may, yes,
Feel
that
betrayed.
feel betrayed, and that may lead to
The
resentment
sentiments,
in marriage. Domestic violence is one of the causes of the resentment
resentment,
in marriage
domestic
and domestic
violence.
violence. And how did domestic violence come? When emotional comes into unresolved conflict, and one person begin to use hurtful words against the other, abusive word against the other, then emotional will set in, and before you know, you start abusing yourself physically, and
That's
that
eating, I mean,
eating one another,
so
and that can lead to serious resentment in marriage.
thank
When
you
we
very much. You have seen various causes of resentment in marriage, but what are the indicators that these things are happening? One is that when your spouse is giving you attitude, or when you are talking is easily, he or she is easily angered, is giving you silent treatment, or just one word answer. That will break down in communication.
How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Fine.
I was work today. Fine.
Fine.
Okay.
Or I need something like that. Okay.
All those ones. So you know that the person is not happy with you. At times the wife might even cook and the husband will refuse to eat it.
Yeah.
So just as an indicator that there's a problem somewhere that needs to be resolved.
The wife
Or
also can decide not to
not to
cook.
cook for the husband. And that one will make the husband to go out and be eating outside, which will not be so healthy for the
That is
family.
tick for tat.
That's all. At times the husband might even decide to come home late
Yeah.
because you know after work he or she he should find succor at home. But when he feel that the house is so hot for him, he might decide just to stay outside and come back very late. So when such a thing is happening, the wife should need to take a step so that whatever may be the issue will be resolved. Then it can lead to a lack of
Lack of
sexual
sexual
intimacy, and then that one will be driving the two of them apart,
Apart.
so they of them to come together as one. So resentment is very, very dangerous in marriage. It's not something you keep, it's not something you nurture, it's something you settle. Any differences you settle immediately.
So when you begin to see all those indicators just enumerated, know that it is time to open a channel of communication with each other.
With your spouse.
Ouch.
And then another thing is that when you start talking about your spouse to another person, you are saying negative thing about your spouse to your friends, to anybody, then that you know that there is a fire on the mountain, that the house is on fire. And Yoruba say that I finance you relay
Kálọ̀
that is, your house cannot be on fire and you still be sleeping under that roof. So when there is resentment, when there is unresolved conflicts, then the house is on fire. That means that you have to sit down and settle the issue so that it will not escalate. What are the remedies? When one is seeing all these indicators and all these causes, what can one do to settle it?
Number one, we are looking at a godly home. And the godly factor, God factor, is very, very important. You can pray, you need to pray about it. Then you need to open the channel of communication so that you can nip it in the bud. So this is very, very important.
And one thing that somebody has to make the move or settle the issue, not that two of you be butting it up and say me I will not talk. If he just doesn't want to talk, I'm not ready to talk. You have to, as a godly woman, as a godly man, pray about it. Then God will give you wisdom to calm down and pray and sit down your spouse so that you talk about it and resolve whatever the crisis may be.
What you have not said made me to remember that ego can also set in.
Yes.
So let down your ego as a man. Call your wife. Let's talk about this, and you will nip it.
And also the wife should not be so stubborn. Should calm down and sit down and and settle it. And by sitting down to settle it, not to be finding faults. Ah, you did this, you did that. Then you have to look for a way of resolving the conflict.
Both of you cannot be goat. One will be, if one is goat, then the other one should be sheep.
Two goats cannot live together.
Otherwise,
there'll be problem.
So that is one way to. And then you can also seek resolution. Seeking resolutions can be divided into two parts. One, we have mentioned the first part by open channel of communication between the two of you. The other one, you can as well bring in external person, and that external person can be somebody that you expect, you have confidence in, and such can be your pastor, can be your
an important
other
in your life.
Yes, other in your life. So that it can be of help to you, so that it will not be escalated. So that's another way by which I think you can remedy the conflict.
Somebody that is significant in your life, somebody that you cannot say no to, and you can confide in such person. And such the person is somebody that he or she has a godly home, not somebody that will advise you on the negative side. So you have to be very, very sensitive on that,
And
in that regard.
Okay, thank you. And when you are also called for resolution, let your tone be mild. Very important.
You have said that there shouldn't be arguments.
Yes. You let your tone be mild.
Calling another person is with the aim of resolving it.
Yes.
Not with the aim of blackmailing the other party.
Don't call name. Don't call yourself names. Names. By doing that, you are escalating the issue. So don't be too unhealthy to say sorry. Don't be too arrogant to say sorry. That is not the way to resolve issues. So be ready to say sorry at all time. So another thing is remedy is forgiving one another.
Forgive each other.
If you forgive each other, that will really also help you to move ahead in your marriage, and that will bring harmony in the whole. So let me also lay this. When we talk about forgiveness, it's something that we always want to. Several you will have heard on this program that we say, stop looking at rear mirror. When you are driving and you are looking at rear mirror, you focus on the rear mirror. You are heading for destruction because you will not know what is coming ahead, and you may go and hit somebody or run into the bush. So forgiveness is like that. When you say you forgive and you are still looking at
the offenses,
you
are still referring to the past issues. Then you are not ready to, you have not forgiven.
Yes.
You have not really forgiven. So if you refuse to settle your differences, the outcome of a resentment can be bitterness, be embittered towards your spouse, and that one can lead to enmity. And it's not good for two enemies to be living together. Instead of being enemy, you and your spouse should be best of friends. And if you don't resolve your differences, it can lead to separation. It can lead to divorce. And when you are divorced, you know the children will suffer it. Because when two elephants fight, the grass suffers it.
Who are the grasses? The children are the grasses that suffer
the consequence of a divorce. And then the advice is that you deal with resentment.
Don't let the resentment deal with you.
I will repeat, deal with resentment.
Don't let resentment deal with you.
Thank you very much for your time. We are happy that you will stay tuned, and we believe that by next week, the Lord will bring us back, and then we will highly be blessed. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.